There. Now you got the apartment deal. Here, pick it up.
Oh my.
Right there.
Oh,
She
look.
admits. I 100% killed somebody, though. Your Honor, may I intrude? May I intrude, Your Honor, to say one more thing?
Why are you able to take off your shirt?
I will
Carrot?
find you.
He's quoting.
And I will
Bacon?
kill you.
Bacon.
Left for dead. Wait, hang on now.
Carrot?
Do
I
it.
have a water bucket.
Go down.
Oh, everyone else has a water bucket.
Warranty man is here. What?
There's McMorn.
Wait, what?
Yeah, he's right
Put
there.
him down.
We found him.
Is he coming on site?
Alright, I'm only gonna do this once, so let's get it right the first time. So the server begins. 101, 0, and Stingray FLKO all stay in spawn to pretty it up and try to convince me to come back to spawn. But I stay where I was. Because I knew that since Danny added a mod that lets you see how many times someone has died, someone was gonna go on a killing spree. And of course, it happened. Once a player named Phantom74 joined, he was merciless. He voraciously beat down on anybody he could get his hands on, and unfortunately, that was Stingray. And he killed him several or more times? I don't know. It was enough to make him rage quit. 101, enraged, but not rage quitting, against this, decided to sue him for breaking one of the few server rules, which was not to kill someone over and over again. Before we get into all that happened, I probably should mention that during the upcoming events, I was building and selling multiple houses. Yeah, boy. I don't even know what to call it. It's not. I was selling houses. I was in the housing market, not making much money.
Also, by the way, the house is built like handsome Squidward, by the way.
Is it really?
Yeah. With you, so.
Okay, extra
Whatever.
housewarming gift. Alright, dude, stop, man, I'm trying to give you free stuff. There, now you got the apartment deed. Here, pick it up. A week later, court happens. The entire server arrives with even a few new arrivals. While I have the chance, let me list off all the server members. We've got 0, Stingray was taken, 101, Krennic, Dr. Kachowski, Phantom74, Awesome Dino YT, Squabble Bobble, and for the newcomers, Doggo Animator 5, Dr. Gat, and McBoard. And they would not log back in after this day. Danny would be representing Stingray, and Phantom74 would be represented by McBoard. Naturally, McBoard arrived on the scene with 2 bodyguards, those being Dr. Gat and Doggo Animator 5. McBoard would choose to defend Phantom74, even though he had a feeling it would be a losing battle.
So
I have
is
a
it
carrot.
wrong for someone to kill someone else because
That's
they
not
said
gonna hold
not
up in
to?
court.
I feel like he helped us.
Is it wrong to kill someone because they don't want to die?
Can I talk to 0 for a second?
Do it.
Sir,
Mm-hmm.
I heard from sources that you are the owner of this server, am I correct?
That is a fact, yes.
Now, do you personally think this would be an offense to your server?
Under normal circumstances, no.
And are these not normal circumstances?
I would say no, just because it was Jacob's very first time on, and he had nothing while.
While McBoard's case started to look hopeless, it looked like there'd be nothing else for him to try. But he would have a trick up his sleeve in case of that. Court commenced with me being kicked off the judge's seat and replaced with Krennic and 0. So as this was happening, I decided to hide some emergency loot nearby the courthouse in case things got wild, and I would be back on my feet as long as I could get back to that chest. Jacob almost missed his court appointment by oversleeping, but other than that, Danny had a strong start. Danny presents evidence in which Phantom74 that he did 100% kill someone.
Your Honor,
Okay.
Your Honor, I would like to
Yes?
call Squabble Bobble to the stage.
Oh,
No, she's not. She...
Danny.
Sophie, is it true that you were on the server at the time of Stingray's death?
No.
Yes, it's true.
And do you not correctly remember seeing Phantom's username pop up as the person who killed him?
I do remember seeing that.
Are you sure? And did he not also claim that he was at low health at the time?
That I do not remember. But I'm not saying it didn't happen. I'm just saying I don't remember. May I say something else?
Hey, you know. Don't.
Yes, go ahead.
Well, you're not
I-
Andre.
I'm just asking as a witness. As someone who is completely neutral, not trying to defend anybody, I do think that he shouldn't have been killed. But after he was killed, Stingray went on a killing spree. That's
Yep.
all that I need to say.
He said, "Yep."
Mr. Searcher 64th, do you recall our dear friend Jacob saying that he did not want to lose any lives at the time of you joining?
Oh, of course, of course.
Why is he talking like
Using
this?
his lord voice. Look out.
Do you also remember that at the beginning of the 464 SMP, he also had no motivation to join, but gave us a chance and then was rudely destroyed by this man over here?
He didn't die in the 464 to him. He just kind of died 4 times because of his own mistakes. I'm gonna be real.
No. I'm saying that he didn't have motivation to join 464, so now he didn't even have motivation to join Handful.
Oh no, he had motivation to join 464. He wanted to be the main villain, but then he kind of failed at that. Then he lost motivation. So he had starting
So
motivation.
you just suck as an antagonist, huh?
Uh-huh.
I'm kidding.
Shut up.
That is all I'd like to ask, Searcher. Thank you for your...
Can I ask Searcher something?
Awesome. What's up?
Well, if I may interject, I don't think his motivation really matters at all.
Isn't Jacob known for dying on the first day of any SMP?
Consistent trend, honestly.
Yes, there is.
He's
I agree.
usually died on his first day on the server, at least lately.
Huh. That's interesting. The statistics back up my statement. Thank you.
Although I will like to ask,
Wait,
does
wait, one
usually
last thing,
die
one last thing,
another
one last thing.
player murdering him?
May I speak now?
No.
No.
Someone has to call you to the stand
Okay.
before you can speak.
I'm
on that
Typically,
line.
the defendant
Like,
doesn't speak on their own behalf. That kind of hurts the case.
Can I
Yeah,
speak
someone
on
calls
his
you to the
behalf?
stand and asks
My
who's
money.
back in session, boys.
Your Honor, I would like to submit a new piece of evidence that my client here has given me.
Hey,
Right,
you're
bro.
not against the rules.
Man,
man.
you sure? You sure you want to do that right now? That's my trap card, bro.
No. The defendant himself admitted directly in DMs to killing my client.
Oh
Proof?
no.
Where's the
But
proof?
is he a real person? Wait.
Evidence.
Yes.
As Andre calls to make a decision with the jury, an explosion happens, and as everyone investigates, a secret passage is revealed. Dr. Gat, McBoard, and Phantom 74 are nowhere to be seen, of course. An epic manhunt ensues, and eventually it is deduced that McBoard and Dr. Gat are the same person, probably the whole time.
Who's that dude with the dog skin doing it, huh?
Yeah.
I knew.
No
I
one
told
noticed
you.
they were gone.
Okay. Can I just say, I told you that it was one of them because
Kinda.
Jacob said something. Jacob
can
was saying
someone
that
get a
he wanted
torch
to
in here?
eat the what's it called, the dog, and
If
he
you got off
responded
the
to
Bible,
it in
please
text chat, and no one else extra here is in the chat.
And they did hear.
Hey, can
said,
someone
"Oh,
get a
you-"
torch down here?
And Phantom is found and killed. And so is McBoard and Dr. But you know, they're the same person, so doesn't matter. After that, not much happens for a while. Get back into the housing business, make some terrible business decisions, got into crypto, don't do it. And other than that, not much happens for a good long while. The peace is broken when a mysterious individual identifying themselves as the Crusaders start causing trouble. At first, it seemed like it was McBoard/Phantom, because in the tunnel that they used to escape, there was a sign detailing something about the Crusaders. But soon, their hallmark would be signs and copper. They would leave signs around first at 101's unfinished palace, stating that they would soon break the government that has been established, even though there wasn't any government to speak of. Soon signs would appear at various bases, either asking them to join the Crusaders or telling them that they have been marked. Squabble Bobble, Zero would be invited to join the Crusaders, both of them rejecting the invite. and soon even I would be targeted. In a plan to bait the Crusaders, 101 and I decided to make a false house to bait the Crusader to strike, and strike they did. I died to their trap, which involved lava and a poison potion. After this, we had a reasonable list of suspects, as most people who had logged on, or hadn't logged on, had an alibi. This narrowed the list to Dr. Kachowski, Stingray was taken, Squabble Bobble, and Zero. We were able to knock off Zero and Squabble Bobble as they have alibis that make it impossible for them to place copper monuments. So it was down to Dr. Kachowski and Stingray was taken. However, in time, after some server members got really stressed, Stingray outed himself and said that he would tone it down because he had laced TNT under quite a few places and it went off. A few other things happened. The villagers everybody would use to trade with were carted off, and it seemed the whole Crusader thing was about freeing the villagers from everyone. I don't know, I'm still confused on that. Not long after this, Stingray outed himself as the Crusader and said that he was the only one. I personally have suspicions that one more person was involved, but I don't have any concrete proof. Well now, you're caught up with everything, and so the server ends, as somebody's pockets run dry. They're unable to maintain the server anymore. And so it falls to me to come up with a new server to hopefully garner the interest of everyone who has played. Combining elements of the 464 with regular SMPs, I aim to make the ultimate SMP. I don't know. Haven't thought of a name.